welcome to today's share class. I'm so excited today because my daughter, when she was in college, she had told me about these hot chocolate bombs that have been all the rage, that she made them as a secret Santa gift, and I begged her essentially to show me how to make them. She asked me for my recipe for hot cocoa mix that I gave to the team last year when they came to see you to play, and so we swapped recipes, and so I thought it'd be fun to do a share class together. So I'm going to be showing you a hot chocolate mix that you can put together, and you can always give it out to friends and family. And then my daughter Ashton is going to be showing you how to make these hot chocolate bombs, or showing me rather, and then I'm going to follow along and hopefully try as well. So Ashton, let me turn it over to you.
Alright, these are super easy. I was able to get these molds off of Amazon for like $7, and really all you have to do is melt whatever chocolate you want to use and spread them into the molds. So
it's really that easy. Everyone says it's so simple. We have white chocolate over here, and then I love Trader Joe's chocolate. They come in big blocks like this, and they have lots of different kinds, which is fun. This is just milk chocolate. How much do you use? You can just kind of pick.
Yeah.
And then just keep melting. Okay, so you didn't really measure it out.
No.
Love that. So this comes in big blocks and squares, and so I'm just going to break it up here. And she used white chocolate chips for the vanilla cocoa bombs that we're making, and I'll do these milk chocolate. And it sounds like all you need is a bowl, a larger spoon, and a microwave. And I guess one trick, there's a couple of tricks when you're dealing with chocolate. Number one, water is not your friend, so make sure all your bowls and your utensils are super clean. There's no taste testing on your spoon, because water and chocolate don't mix. It will actually seize your chocolate, and if you've ever done it, you'll know what I mean when I say seize. It will make it all gloppy. So that's a super important trick. And the other one is when you're melting chocolate in the microwave, you want to do it in short bursts and then stir it really well in between. So I like to do it in 30-second increments. Is that about what you're doing too?
That's kind of random.
Yeah. Yeah, and you'll see the chunks as it's melting. You just don't want to melt it too long, especially with white chocolate. It can do the same thing. You can over temper it. It's called tempering chocolate. But one of the easiest ways to do it is in the microwave. Super, super simple and quick. And you know, she swears that this takes just a few minutes, less than 20 minutes or so. You have to let the chocolate set in the refrigerator before you build the bombs back together. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. And what's interesting, when you watch the chocolate, it'll look like there's still chunks in there, but as you stir it, it will melt even more. Typically with a microwave, it's not a consistent heat necessarily, and that's why we're using a glass bowl in there. So the stirring helps distribute that heat and melt it down so it's super smooth like this. And so you're on to the other one. Let's see, let me look here. This is a 17.6 ounce bar. I used a third of it. So we'll see how many that makes. So she has, nice. They hold, oh yeah. Yay. So we have 18 balls that'll make 9 hot cocoa bombs. And these are just made out of silicone, as you guys can see. And they're 2 inches. Okay. Do you want me to watch the chocolate as you work on showing everyone how to do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So once you have your mold and your chocolate, really all you need to do is take a spoon and you put, it doesn't matter how much, but you just put some into the mold, and basically with your spoon, you want to spread it around the edges. And it doesn't matter what it looks like on the inside, because the outside will look nice as long as there are no holes. So you spread it around like that. See?
Oh, nice. Here, and show everyone. Yeah, so you're just spreading it around because, oh, that's such a good point, because it's going to make the outer side smooth. So what the inside looks like doesn't quite matter. I think in my head, I was thinking that this would be such a mess to try to make up, but you're right, this is so crazy simple.
The other thing that helps is to have thick edges on the top, because it's easier to glue them together when you're putting them together.
Well, that's a big tip too. Whoops, there we go.
And just go for
All right,
it.
I will go for it and give it a shot.
I usually do 2 rounds.
2 rounds, okay. And just be careful, your bowl can be a bit warm when you pull it out of the microwave. I always tell you guys my hands are impervious to heat, so it doesn't quite bother me. Okay, so you take about a spoonful.
Yep.
And you just dip it in and then you rub it around.
Just like this. Use the back.
Did I get too much?
No, it doesn't matter. Use the back of your spoon to press it on the edge. Like that.
Oh, that does help a lot. And you said the other trick is you don't want holes.
That's the only thing that matters.
Okay.
Doesn't matter how it looks.
Do you think that's too thin or too thick?
No.
Yeah, so I just used a tablespoon.
Doesn't matter if it's thin or thick.
And
The
then,
thinner it is, the more you can fit inside.
oh, good point. Thinner it is, the more you can fit inside the bomb. Yeah, it's really cute. Wait till we show you the final product. You drop it down into some hot milk, and it melts, and you stir it, and you have a hot cocoa bomb.
You got way too much sugar.
Yeah, so you can use any kind of chocolate that you want, and you can use chocolate chips. You don't have to use the bar kind. I just wanted to show you we wanted to show you the different options that you can always use chocolate chips, or you can use the bar. And this is milk chocolate that I'm doing. And I wouldn't even say I need the whole tablespoon, actually.
The whole spoon?
Yeah, the whole spoonful. I feel like it's a little thick in the bottom there. But you said to get it thicker on the top.
I mean, yeah, it really doesn't matter. That just makes it easier.
And she's been telling me about this fun trick about how you put them together too, so that's going to be neat. There we go.
I'll just do half white on here.
Okay, perfect. I think I got it. Yeah, what a fun little gift to pass out around the holiday times or just in the winter. We're still waiting for snow here in Colorado, so it does not feel like winter. And so this morning we opened all the windows in our house just to make it feel cool and feel a little bit like winter here. It's been a super mild winter so far, but I know that means it's probably coming here in the spring. But what a fun thing to do here, and super simple. And you'll see that the chocolate will kind of settle down toward the bottom, so you can just continue to scoop it around there. And I can show you what mine looks like, just like that. That's so fun. And like you said, I love that you pointed out that it doesn't matter what it looks like, because I probably would have gotten hung up on that part.
Forward.
Fun. So you did 3 white, and then we're gonna keep going. I think on that one, yeah. Okay, I can go at the same time. So Ashton's just home for a few days over the holidays. They have a busy basketball schedule coming up as they start their conference play here after at the end. I think it's New Year's Day that you start conference.
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
And it's so fun because Ashton, she has a small kitchen in her dorm, and so she's able to cook just a little bit, and I know her teammates and friends appreciates that, and they all like to cook together sometimes and just have a home cooked meal and do fun things. They'll make cookies sometimes. I think that's fun. You guys do that. There we go. And then one last scoop here. There we go. And literally I am just smoothing it across the whole thing, and I'm not worrying about how clunky or thick it is. Is that good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Perfect. Now what do
put
we
it in
do?
the fridge and let it wait.
That's
like
all we do?
15, 20 minutes.
Okay. So we're going to put these in the fridge for 15, 20 minutes, and we'll let them harden. And as soon as they're hardened, we'll come back together and we'll show you how to put them together. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is show you how to make the hot cocoa mix. And this is an all-time favorite mix. It's going to have some interesting, maybe unique things that you've never put in your hot cocoa mix before, but I thought I'd show you. It's just fun. You know, a couple times a year to make this up. And so I like to make them in jars because then they're super easy to pass out to your friends. And this is by far the all-time easiest recipe you could possibly imagine because it's equal parts of everything. And so we're gonna start off with some powdered sugar, and we're gonna be using a half a cup, and a half a cup fits a wide mouth jar here. So a half a cup, and it can be a loose measurement too. Half a cup of powdered sugar here. There we go. And then you're gonna need a half a cup of cocoa, and you can use whatever brand you like. This is unsweetened cocoa. I like both Ghirardelli, that's one of my favorite cocos to use. And also you can use Hershey's as well. So we have equal parts powdered sugar and unsweetened cocoa. And then you're gonna take some dried milk. We used to have this stuff as we were kids. We grew up in the middle of nowhere in Kansas, and sometimes we wouldn't be able to get fresh milk sometimes, and so having dried milk on hand is something that we used every now and again. There we go. And half a cup of this. Hopefully I don't make a mess here. There we go. Yeah, you could. This is great for you know, when you need milk in a pinch. If you're making pancakes and you realize you don't have milk, it's kind of fun to have it on hand. And then you're gonna add in a big pinch of salt, and I think salt is key with chocolate. And so I would say it's almost 2 pinches full.
Do you want me to give you a candy canes?
Yeah, in just a second we can.
You can put it in.
Oh, we can put those in. Yeah, that's right. I'll have you do that here as soon as I'm done with this part. So we were just chit-chatting about an extra feature that we're going to add into this mix, and we'll do that here in just 1 second. And here's the piece de resistance, is French vanilla coffee creamer. I don't typically use powdered creamers much, and so this is a once a year buy. You'll need a half a cup of this. And I swear, I don't know if it's true, but last Christmas we spent it out in the San Francisco area, and of course had to do the traditional tour of Ghirardelli Square and get a cup of their hot cocoa there. And when we tasted the hot cocoa there, we were like, this is a dead ringer for this hot cocoa mix. And so I don't know if it's their secret that they use in their hot cocoa mix or not, but I think we're pretty darn close to cracking the secret on that one. So you just take your jar and you shake it with all those ingredients. So we just have the powdered sugar, unsweetened cocoa, the dried non-fat milk, and a couple pinches of salt. And then you have your French vanilla coffee creamer in here. You can shake it up like this and mix it really well. And then Ashley was telling me that when she made these for her friend, that she crushed up candy canes. So you can bring that over. She has a magic bullet at school, just one of those little handheld mixers. So that's what she is in. And I have just a mini food processor. You can use a blender. You can use the back of a rolling pin and put these in a bag, these candy canes, and crush them up. There's lots of different ways you can crush them up, so it's up to you. I would recommend that you try to get it into as fine a powder as possible, but it sure makes delicious hot cocoa. Yeah, I know, trying to take off the plastic wrap on the candy canes. Always a little bit of a trick. There we go. Yeah, we buy these for the holidays every year, and I'm always surprised if there's any left over at all. We love to make peppermint meringue cookies. I think we did that for a share class a year or two ago, so you guys will have to check that out. Super fun holiday treat to make. They're so pretty, white, melt in your mouth kind of cookie. All right, so what do we have here? 3 candy canes, or just however many you want to do. And we can add this, once this is mixed, we can add this to our hot cocoa mix as well. And you can even tie a ribbon around this and put your candy canes on the outside of your jar, wrap it in a ribbon if you don't want to crush them, and you can tell them in the recipe they can crush this. It's completely up to you. I'm getting there. I just want to make sure I don't get any plastic in the, thank you. All right, so bear with me on the sound here for a second because it is rather loud. And you'll start to see the puff of powder come up, and that's kind of your clue that it's the perfect consistency. And that looks to be just about, I would say, 1/4 of a cup. Yeah, perfect amount. And we'll take this and just add it directly to our jar. And what's nice, when you build this up, you can actually put it in layers so it has this ombre effect. I mix this up for the purposes of being able to use this in a few minutes. But it's kind of fun to put it all in layers and stack it. And then what's nice is you'll see that the top part is empty, and you can add marshmallows to the top. And it's all ready to go for everyone to use. And what I like to do is put a piece of parchment paper down before I stack the marshmallows, and then they can take out the marshmallows. You can bag those up too if you want and put them on the top. Okay, so we'll just set this off to the side here and clean this up, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes to show you how to put them together. I wanted to remind you to save any extra chocolate that you have, and my daughter is actually reheating the white chocolate, and we can use this to drizzle over the top of the hot cocoa bombs once we're done here. And we just checked them in the refrigerator, and I would say it's been about 20 minutes for them to set, and they'll be cold and super fun to take them out of their molds. We ended up getting out some cupcake liners. That's what we're going to store them in and gift them. Now we're going to move quickly. We have a non-stick skillet on our stove right now over medium heat. And so that's how we're actually going to put these hot cocoa bombs together. We're gonna take them out of the molds.
And so do you want to fill this one up?
Yeah, so I have this one here, and I try to keep it rested. I lay out some parchment paper instead of touching it because chocolate will show your fingerprints. And then just grab a tablespoon of your hot cocoa mix and add it to the top of that and fill 1/2.
Oh.
And your marshmallows might fall down in,
It's all good.
but it's all good.
This is gonna get-
Here we go.
Alright.
And because it melted just a little bit being out of the refrigerator, they will adhere together. So we're gonna put those into our cupcake liner. We'll grab some more here. And so Ashton, you put on a nonstick skillet over on the stove on a medium to low heat. And is that to melt the chocolate to get them to stick together?
So these chocolate ones are still melted, but the white chocolate ones are hard.
Okay.
And so we'll need it for the white chocolate
Okay.
ones.
So she's gonna go over and just take the half dome and just run
Melt
it.
The edges.
Yep, melt the edges of it and then put it in your cupcake liner. And then I just fill it so you guys can see what that looks like. And then you grab another one and you can press marshmallows on the top, and just remember when you cut up your marshmallows, put the sticky side against the chocolate.
There we go.
And so she just takes a pan. So let me just show you since we're not over by the stove, and she's putting the dome on the hot pan and twisting it and then bringing it right back over to close the ball up.
So this one looks good. The white chocolate's easier to work with.
Yeah, actually it is. The white chocolate is really pretty. So you can take that leftover chocolate that we have and you can just take your spoon and lightly drizzle it over the top just to make them super pretty, just to add some color to it here. And it can be as thick or as thin as you want. And there we go. Super cute, isn't that cute? So fun. So we have another one made up here, and you can keep going with these others, and I'll just drizzle. And remember, you can always melt down your chocolate a little bit more if you're not getting a real smooth drizzle. You can melt it down in the microwave some more. There we go, just like that. Those are darling, so cute. So you're doing the chocolate one. And I'm gonna grab a mug. And you know, the great thing about this mix is, you know, you love almond milk, right? And in our house, we drink whole milk. And so you can add whatever type of milk you want to use, and you'll add hot milk, about a cupful, into a mug. And it's fun to even give this as a gift. Put this inside a mug like this and fill it up with your hot cocoa bombs, as you can see. And I think it's fun to actually do it with somebody because there's a lot of things involved, don't you think? There's a lot going on. So I'm gonna drizzle this chocolate one too. And I like the idea of you showing us how you put it in cupcake liners. That way, if for whatever reason they don't quite set and they open up, it's all protected right here in the little container. I like that idea. So we have,
We just have mixed.
nice. So I'll take this milk chocolate here and drizzle it across. Oh, it looks so pretty. Can't wait to try this. There we go. And then you're still going, oh, you're gonna do a mix of the white and dark. So I got a mug for you and a mug for me. So we're all set. And should I try the last one?
Yeah, go for it.
Should I try?
Oh, there's a ton.
Oh, we have those yet too. Okay, so let me just show you. You're kind of pushing with your thumbs.
Yeah, with the white chocolate.
Yeah, this kind of, so if it doesn't pop out really easily, put it right back in the refrigerator. This kind of melted because we were working on these others. So I'm gonna have you pop that back in the fridge, these two. And the milk chocolate will melt faster. So like Ashton suggested, let's go for the...
Chocolate chips are better to use.
Yeah, she thinks that chocolate chips are a little bit easier to use. So I've got 1/2, and all you do is push up with your thumbs on the underneath side, so we're not really touching them too much. And you can use food safe gloves as well. And so just take your cupcake liner and put your half dome in there, and then take a tablespoon of your cocoa mix. There we go. And then you just go over to your skillet and run it around once, right?
Doesn't matter, yeah.
Hopefully. And you'll see it melt on your pan. There you go. And you just come right back over and set it on top. And you just press really gently.
Yep, you shouldn't have to press it.
Yeah, barely at all. And look what we have. Isn't that cute? This is the cutest darn thing. It looks so much harder, you know, watching other people do it than it actually is. So that's why I wanted to show it. So fun. And then we just drizzle some more chocolate on, and our chocolate is cooling, so it's a little bit thicker, but it still looks pretty. Just like this. Oh, what a fun little gift. And there you guys go. I'm gonna heat this up just a little bit more here. Take my spoon out, press that there. Yeah, and it's a quick dip. You turn it just a couple of times and it melts it.
This one's a good one.
Oh, that's an excellent one. Nice job. See, I feel like you're really good at this. See how cute that is? Your little hot cocoa bomb. And this took us, what, from start to finish, less than an hour's time. So we'll take this, I rewarmed it in the microwave as you guys saw. And we'll just drizzle this on back and forth here. And once this sets again, it's nice, you can leave these out in room temperature too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's so great about them. They'll last forever. There we go. So cute. So I like to go back and forth. Let me go heat up our white chocolate. Okay, so you grab those last molds that we put back in the refrigerator because they were kind of melting. And then I just heated up this white chocolate again. And we'll take it and we'll just drizzle it right across here. Just like this. You can make it as thick or thin as you want. These are just darling. Ooh, this one's a nice one too. Perfectly round. What a great idea. I know your friends are gonna love this.
Oh yeah. I've given some out already.
Oh, you've already given some out and they were a big hit. There we go. This last one, and I'll just put some white chocolate on here, let it drizzle for just a second. And if there are any imperfections in your ball, then you can cover it up with this white chocolate, and no one will know otherwise. But look, these are already set up. They are just the cutest darn things, aren't they? So cute. And so I think we are gonna go and enjoy some hot chocolate. We're gonna fill these up and test these out. Okay, so we have our hot milk that we just microwaved, and we're dropping in the bomb. Yay, and then, oh, look, it exploded already. That's so fun. And then you just stir it around until it's all dissolved and nice and smooth. And you can enjoy a fun cup of hot cocoa. How fun is that? You can add marshmallows to your hot cocoa bomb if you want, or not. It's completely up to you. So super fun. So I hope you guys will try these yourself. You know, as Ashton showed us, they're definitely not hard at all. You just have to work quickly, but a ton of fun, especially for kids to have this, and just a little special surprise for winter time. So thanks you guys for joining today. I'm Elaine Prechtel, and this is my daughter Ashton. A huge thanks to you for helping out, and remember to share life, love, and food with all your friends and family.